We have had a ton of questions lately, guys, from new traders, brand new traders, asking essentially, where do I start? How do I find a strategy? How do I perfect a strategy? We're going to tell you a few tips in this video, not only how you can find your strategy, but make it the best one for you as well.
We're going to start with some of the things that are kind of the basics here, and I think that's important to understand. And I just want to say, first, find a style of not just trade, but a type of equity, or what do you want to express trades in? Because there's a vast difference between, let alone like futures and Forex and equities and crypto and all that, just within those buckets. Like you'll have big cap stocks like your Microsofts and your Teslas that'll trade in one sort of fashion, have a certain type of liquidity and have certain types of ranges and moves. And then you have an entire other group, which is sort of smaller cap names, which might have similar prices, but have much less liquidity, much more volatility. Then you've got these maybe very liquid names that are low priced like NEOs, which you can do as many shares as you want. And then it's steady moves, and Ford it can be in that bucket. So, you know, I'm looking at something like a VERU, like a $15 stock like a VERU. Just as an example, the types of trades you will make, simply take a breakout high, risk 10% to try to get 20 or 30%. Like that's one thing on a VERU. But then you can flip to another stock, which might be similarly priced, and it's not to say Ford can't move, but if you get a break or a move on Ford, like you are literally looking for, okay, it might give you $15.50 to $16, right? Like it is a very large difference between the types of transactions and moves you will make between those. So you're looking for a pocket, because when you develop a strategy, you have to start with something that is quantifiable. And when you document and start actually back testing and forward testing a strategy, you want to make sure that when you apply a setup to 2 or 3 different symbols, that they have something in common that's going to end up mattering. So a breakout on a $15 stock like Ford might look very different from something on a VERU. So understand the difference between those two when it comes to both liquidity, when it comes to average range, when it comes to volatility. So get those buckets together and decide where you want to start. You can trade lots of things later, but you got to start somewhere at least a little bit specific with what type of symbol you're going to be executing on.
I'm going to go even one step even further. This is talking about 3 easy ways to start your trading. For me, it's just going to be, and it's pretty easy to talk about this, but it's just keep it as simple as possible, right? You don't need to complicate your charts. We've seen some charts out there that are just crazy. This line, this cross, death cross, this, that, 50 period, whatever, right? On my line, I have 21 years of experience, and honestly, the best things to look for are just simply support and resistance. And then I have the blue line here is VWAP, and then this other line is a 50 period. This is something that I've added in about the last year and a half on the show to look at some kind of technicals, and then you want to have a little bit of volume down there. But other than that, it's like keep it as simple as possible. Here's probably my best trade today is going to be this Disney short. And I mean, we just covered it, but like this is all that we did. Disney reports today, comes out, and this is not going to work for every name, but this is what I do. And it's like it struggled. The minute it was sitting underneath both the 50 period and VWAP today, and it was already up on the day, I was just like, hey, if it's not going to sit above 50 period and VWAP, then yeah, let's try the short. And that's exactly what we did. Not only that, but we did doubles. So we took the short there to start with, and then when it broke the support down here that it had all day at 120.60, that's where we hit the bigger short to the downside. So we just kept it simple. VWAP, 50 period, and then support and resistance. When it broke, we took that. Now, as you mature in your trading, then you're going to start to understand putting in some of the strategies that Neil talked about. Okay, how far can Disney go? What kind of areas am I looking at? How many shares do I use? Things like that. But you got to start somewhere, and then as you develop success or not success with these simple starting points, then at that point, as you start to understand it, then you can build on top, right? Then you can use different indicators. You've had traders on here that would use momentum or money flow, things like that to help you get a better idea of starting and stopping points. But for me, keep it as simple as possible and start from there.
Great point in the sense that there are so many ways you can enter the market and express trades in the market itself. I'm going to be very simple as well and just say try as many different styles of trading as you possibly can and listen to yourself. You will gravitate towards a certain style of trading. So if you're brand new in the market It's very important to spend a month trying breakouts, spend a month trying momentum trades, spend a month on shorting. Let yourself gravitate towards one style of trading and stick with that and work on that strategy. But it's important to do a lot first before you focus on just one. So there you go. 3 tips, guys, on how you can not only start trading, but find what works for you.